at some of the movie stuff. Unfortunately, we're not making any full stops along the way, so if you're like my mom and you take pictures of everything, just be camera ready at all times. But before we roll too deep into the valley, I'll give you just a quick breakdown of the property so you have a little idea of where we're at today. Again, welcome to Kualoa Ranch. Now this place was established in 1850. The ranch itself is made up of 3 connected ahupua'a. In Hawaiian, that means land division. So right now we are in the middle of the 3. This is the ahupua'a of Kualoa. If you're facing the ocean, you go to the right. That's the ahupua'a of Hakipu'u. And we're going to be driving into the ahupua'a of Ka'ava. The total acreage of the entire property is a little over 4,000 acres, so it's a little journey for us today. We're headed to the other side of the mountain on our left, and then going all the way into the back of our next valley. In addition to the tours and activities that we have here at Kualoa, we're still an active working ranch, so we have diversified agriculture, growing all sorts of fruits and veggies, as well as decorative flowers and plants. We also raise a bunch of different livestock. We've got pigs, chickens, sheep, goats, rabbits, cows, and aquaculture. Up ahead, we'll be passing under a bunch of these big trees that you'll see throughout the property. These are called monkey pod trees. There's also a lot of tall grass and other green things. But the ranch itself didn't always look like this. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, Kualoa temporarily became a U.S. military base. So a lot of these big trees, grass, and greenery didn't exist. Especially at the lower part of the ranch near the main road. That area was the airfield for the base. As we continue down the road here, we'll see a few more things left from World War II. Up ahead here, this is one of the first movie themes we'll see. This is our little Jurassic World game. This is in a real quick scene in the first Jurassic World. There's 2 kids in the movie, they get lost in the park. They try to make their way back to the main area. They find a little Jurassic World jeep and crash it through the gate. Down the bunker road. There's going to be a little underground bunker here off to the right, and we'll be passing a few more small concrete structures up ahead. All of these left from the World War II era. Several different movies and TV shows over the years. Various film productions have used different locations for scenery, like this road we're driving on right here. This can be seen in the wonderfully bad film Snakes on a Plane. As we come up this way, we're approaching this big structure on our left. This is called Battery Cooper. This is the largest bunker left from World War II. It extends about 120 feet into the mountain. And during the war, you could find military personnel and equipment in here. There were some large cannons mounted by the tunnel entrances. But now Battery Cooper holds our movie and TV show memorabilia for the movie sites tours. Here's the movie set on our left. We got this little rock wall. This was in the Netflix film Triple Frontier. They made this pretty tiny wall look like a very high, very scary South American mountain, using some extreme camera angles and some green screens. Off in the distance there to the right, those are some of our smaller fish ponds. We have a few of our types of fish out there, as well as our shrimp and our prawns. We also have our agriculture operation growing a bunch of stuff. There's the small plant nursery for our decorative plants. Various types of fruit, as well as coffee and cocoa beans. As we come around the bend here, we're now entering the Valley of Ka'ava, also known as Jurassic Valley. The very first Jurassic Park, as well as the first two Jurassic World films, shot some scenes back here. I'll point out some of those areas that we can find. First up, we got this big open field here on our left. This can be seen in all three of the Jurassics that they did here, so if you rewatch Jurassic Park or Jurassic World 1 or 2, any of the scenes of people running around in a field, this was the field. In the first Jurassic Park, this is used for part of the Gallimimus Stampede with the scientist Dr. Grant and the two kids. Then they used the field again in both Jurassic Worlds 1 and 2, a little bit more in Jurassic World 2, The Fallen Kingdom. Now in that one, there's a volcano erupting, and this is where they got all the wide shots of everyone as they're escaping the island to get away from the volcano. And speaking of the volcano, to the left in the middle of the valley, you can see that single mountain there. Peak is kind of covered in clouds. But that mountain was actually used as part of the volcano for the movie. Side is a small-scale replica of a moai. These are the Rapa Nui.